All right, I guess we can get started. It's 2:30 p.m. and I'm calling this meeting of the Youth Council Communications Outreach Subcommittee to order. We don't have anybody from the public here, so first we have an opportunity for member updates. If anyone else wants to go first, I'll let you guys go.
I guess I'll just go first by saying that. So we had our last February meeting 2 weeks ago, or almost a little over a week ago, actually. So that I'm going to start working on the newsletter probably around this week. Hopefully have it done by around some point next week. So then I'm hoping it's distributed the first weekend of March. So like the weekend of March 5th, I believe. So hopefully that's my goal. That this time we'll have it distributed for the PTO Facebook page and also for the Wakefield parents, and be ready to go in that sense. So third newsletter, exciting. That's all I
got. So for the Facebook, I got a message from the admin from the Wakefield community group. She, on her personal page, follows our Facebook page and told me that we're welcome to share our posts about our meeting announcements and anything else that we do onto the Wakefield community group. So I did that for our meeting with Senator Lewis, and it seemed like it reached people because a good amount of people came from the public. So if everyone's good with it, I might keep doing that just so we can get a little bit more publicity that way. I think it's a good way to reach people. So yeah, other than that, Facebook's a little dry.
Yeah, I did notice that, Lauren. So I think that is something we should definitely continue. For the Instagram, basically dry as the Facebook. Posted about applications today. So I think that's the next item. Oh, look at that. Next item on the agenda is a follow-up on application outreach. So I guess we can start there. We had our meeting with Anne and I put together slides to put out. I put them out today. I think Lauren is going to do that soon.
Yeah, I was gonna do it after the meeting. I didn't have a chance to do it before, but I am planning on doing that, and I'll post that to Wakefield community group and probably Wakefield community page too if it gets approved, so that we can reach as many people as possible.
Yes. Does anybody else have any other ideas for kind of outreach that you'd want to see for that? Or
well, I do have an idea because I remember how I actually found out how I learned about the youth council, because my principal at the Galvin, he sent out an email to all the students at the Galvin, so that was really helpful. So I can reach out to him to do something like that, because I think that would really help get more people applying to the youth council.
Yes, I think that's a great idea, and we can probably do that at the high school as well. Reach out. I can send you kind of the materials or whatever graphics, whatever you want to call them, that I put out and sent to Lauren, so you can have those as well if they want to put those out. That would be super great.
Is there any way we can get those a morning announcement you guys do? I feel like if we do something on there.
Yeah, because I can reach out to the principal about doing something on Get Up Galvin, because that's the morning announcements that we do, because everyone watches those. So
anyone else? Okay. Next item is discussion of post-survey outreach. So there hasn't really been a ton of this yet because we haven't been able to meet with guidance. I made this agenda a while ago and I thought we would have met with them already, but that's happening this Friday. It got changed to a Friday. I don't know if you guys saw that. Yeah. So if anybody has any ideas, feel free to throw them out and we can talk about them with guidance, kind of see what they think. But I think we were waiting until we met with them to kind of come to anything conclusive in terms of strategy. Okay, no suggestions.
Eliciting, that'll be ready to talk about at the next full meeting Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I contacted mass support, the people we met with, Lauren and I met with before, and they're gonna come too.
Cool. Just let me know what you want specifically on the agenda. I'll put that out.
Okay. And then we have a Feel Good Friday planning update. I feel like this is like so fast. Does anybody want to kind of take on working with Jenna to like kickstart that? Because I feel like I've been taking over a lot of things, so I don't want to just be like, I'll do it. So maybe Lauren or Ollie, someone who's not graduating, maybe. So it's kind of a continuous thing.
Sorry, it takes me like years to unmute. Yeah, I can do that. I'd be happy to do that. I love working with Jenna, and I think this could be like such a cool thing that we'll do. So I can definitely connect with her on that.
Okay, that's great. So maybe like sometime in the near future, you guys can get like an official subcommittee meeting set up and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Fabulous. Jack, you picked like the most boring meeting to come to.
I should have a
We're,
question.
like already done. Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about this with Catherine, but kind of branching out off of like this communication subcommittee, like how are we going to like now we have like a billion other subcommittees, we kind of name them and figure out what we're going to do with them. So I think that's I don't know if we have anything else to do. But.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Would that be like a whole council thing, or do you think we could just kind of do that on our own?
Well, I don't really think it's a whole council thing because
Okay.
because we already said that we would have the Feel Good Friday thing, so that's fine. But I don't know because we think the communication subcommittee this thing, but also all the meetings with Anne and all those kind of things, and then we have like sometimes we do like a logo meeting. So but they're all like under communication. So I think we should I don't know like name them or something.
Well, like didn't you guys make like the logo subcommittee or however you guys named it?
Yeah,
So there's that one.
There was the mascot subcommittee, but we only had like 2 meetings. So
okay. Well, I just didn't know if that would like fall under what you were talking about with the logo.
So
That,
like Lauren, do you want to like create a fun name for your Feel Good Friday subcommittee?
I kind of like Feel Good Friday. I can talk to Jenna about it. Because that's like her, like I want it to be her thing. I mean, we could also do, I know it's hard because it's only Alyssa and me that run the social media. So I was going to say we could do a social media subcommittee, but that wouldn't even be public meeting. So I don't know like how we'd want to do it. I mean, we could do a newsletter one, but then that would only be Anthony and Ali. And then maybe, yeah, I don't know. Those are the only ideas I have.
Yeah, because I feel like we have like a billion subcommittee meetings. Like I see like 3 communication subcommittees on my calendar like a week. So
yeah, sorry about that.
But I don't care. I think it's so funny. I don't know, but like different names. But it could be like a I don't know. Not sure.
I mean, I'm not really sure. Because I feel like it depends on what the whole council is working on, like what we're doing. So it really changes what we're focusing on by what the whole council is. And I feel like it would be complicated to kind of have a new name or like new subcommittee every time something happens.
Maybe it could be like a policy subcommittee, like that's like a permanent one, and just like you can do whatever you want in that one. Like I feel like this, like both kind of like baskets of whatever you want. Just throw it in there.
Yeah, like I called this like the good junk drawer the other day at our meeting. Could we do?
Yeah.
I know it kind of is similar to like outreach and communications, but could we do like a connections subcommittee? So then maybe whatever we're working on with the whole council, like whoever. So like, I know it's kind of fallen under us with the mental health things, but say if we did something in connection with the police department and we had Nick and Megan, and then they could lead some meetings that were public with whoever they were working with, and that could be like a connections thing. So then we would only be specifically for communications and outreach. I don't know if that made any sense. I'm very over caffeinated right now. So
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think
Yeah.
that possibly, I'm sorry.
No,
What
go
were you
ahead.
gonna
It's fine.
I think that possibly if we're going to be like doing long-term mental health awareness work, it may be beneficial to have a separate mental health subcommittee. And I mean, we have been having many meetings with guidance over the past 2 months or so at this point. So I feel like that could certainly function as a subcommittee on its own.
I agree with that because I do kind of feel like the work we're doing isn't gonna just like stop. And I mean, hopefully it'll continue into the next term when there's different people on the council and things like that. So I do kind of think having it as a subcommittee might make it more of a long-term thing that might get, I don't want to say picked back up because I don't want to make it sound like we're trying to lay out the future of the council's initiatives, but I do think that's a good idea.
I agree. We can bring this up in the next meeting. But I know just because since we usually throw everything into communications, you guys have any ideas about it? But yeah.
one other thought I had, I know, or at least I think for the school committee, they have I'm not sure what it's actually called, but it's something like student support. So I'm assuming, I might be wrong and providing false information, but I assume that that's the school committee connecting like with the schools and maybe with the principals. So maybe we could have something that it was like a Galvin students meeting with Mr. Colantoni once every few months, and then the high school students meeting with Mrs. McLeod once every few months, maybe just like give updates. And then that could also be something with the mental health. So we have a few middle schoolers meeting with Mr. Colantoni about mental health, and then a few high schoolers meeting with Mrs. McLeod every few months. So that also might be something to consider.
Yeah, maybe like the student services. That's a good idea. But I think speaking of that, eventually we have to write an update to the town council what we're doing. That's like part of our like description of what we have to do. So I don't know what Alyssa, this is kind of off topic, but I don't know if you want to reach out to Anne and see when she needs us to do that. Like is that the like towards the end of June or?
Yes, I can do that. Let me just write it down so I don't forget.
Yeah, it just sparked her mind because she was talking to the principal every month. Like, oh.
And then they have their meeting tonight, so obviously we can't be on that one, but I can reach out and see when a good agenda would be too. Yeah. Maybe towards like the end of the term.
Yeah,
like April, May or something. So it's kind of applications are in and that whole thing.
Mm-hmm. And social media wise, I suppose not this youth council meeting, but the next youth council meeting, we're gonna do like town election stuff. So I don't know what we need to like. Do we do research on stuff for like social media posts or how that would work? But what are you thinking about that?
To like promote coming to the meeting or
no to like promote to like like after the meeting where I want to do is like provide some sort of like election like education because town elections like they get like 10% voter voter like whatever the word is, but I think providing young people like high school seniors to like tell them to go to vote, that's like a good thing to talk about. So I think that'd be like our next initiative would be like a month-long like voter outreach campaign. Like, not for anything specifically, but just like in general to go vote because voting in local elections is where you have the most power. So
yeah, and then sorry, this is way off topic, but that's just kind of an idea. What if there's like a subcommittee kind of focused on like youth engagement? Kind of like not specific, but it would kind of coincide with social media, like what you were saying, Lauren. It wouldn't be a specific social media subcommittee, but kind of just like not focusing on any one initiative, but kind of a combination of them and trying to get people involved and putting out information like Jack is talking about like trying to get people out to vote and things like that. Do we like that idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that one in the student services subcommittee can be together. Like I think overall that's not like be a lot to do. So I think combine
Yeah.
them, do like I don't know how to word it, like a student update service engagement, student engagement subcommittee, and like they work with the middle school, high
Something like
school,
that.
also work something like that. I don't know.
Yes. Anybody have anything else I want to talk about? Subcommittee ideas, fun updates.
This is a very fast meeting. 16 minutes. You guys distract me from my homework. I should be doing that.
We're efficient.
Yes. This makes up for our hour-and-a-half meeting last Friday.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So then I guess we gotta pick the next meeting date. The next regular council meeting is the 5th, right, Jack?
Yeah, I think it's not this Friday. It's next Friday.
Okay. Let's see. Does 2:30 work for you guys? Like Monday the 8th? Just because later times are severely messed up for me right now, so.
I'll be
Yes,
there.
okay.
I'll be coming right out of class.
Yeah, I have to like get off this and then go straight out to Mystic Valley. It's gonna be interesting.
Do you guys have
Alright.
school day?
I was asynchronous, so.
Yeah, I'm in synchro right now. But yeah, I actually have to go to Danvers in a few minutes and get my COVID test. So that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it's the best of times.
Oh yeah. So if nobody has anything else, do I have a motion to adjourn?
I motion.
I second.
All right, myself, yes. Lauren,
Yes.
Anthony,
Yes.
Ollie.
Yes.
All right.
Sounds good. Have fun at
Yeah.
Swim, Alyssa.
Oh, I'm sure
Yes,
I
have
will.
All right.
Have a nice
Bye,
day.
everyone.
Bye,
Stay
Have
everyone.
fun
safe.
getting your
Everyone.
COVID test.